In the headlines, a Rocky Mount nightclub has its alcohol permit suspended this week after the death of an area man. 3 young men face criminal charges after what police found in their vehicle. The latest plan to redraw district lines in Nash County has reached consensus among committee members and is now up to county commissioners to make a final okay. And we're bringing you the latest headliners and one of the biggest concert events the area has ever seen. These stories and more coming up on NewsBreak starting now.
From WHIG-TV, this is NewsBreak 31. Now, here's Marie Torres.
Hello and thanks for watching WHIG-TV Newsbreak, your voice in the community. I'm Marie Torres. In our crime report, 3 young men face criminal charges after what police found in their vehicle. This weekend, 16-year-old Trevon Ricks, 20-year-old Jaquan Riggs, and 22-year-old Travis McNeil were stopped when officers were conducting a license checking station on Peachtree Street and River Drive. Through further investigation, Jaquan Riggs was charged with possession of marijuana. Trevon Ricks was charged with possession of a stolen firearm, carrying a concealed gun, and possession of marijuana, and McNeil was charged with possession of marijuana and no operator's license. Both Jaquan Riggs and McNeil were transported to the Nash County Jail. An argument turns violent, leading to one man being hospitalized. Late Sunday night, Rocky Mount police say they responded to Nash General Hospital in reference to an assault that had occurred on the 1800 block of Boone Street. The victim alleged that he engaged in an argument with an acquaintance, the suspect 20-year-old William Lonnie Bryant II, when Bryant assaulted him with a box cutter, resulting in injuries to his face. Bryant is charged with assault with a deadly weapon, inflicting serious bodily injury, and was issued a $10,000 secured bond. He was transported to the Nash County Jail. A Rocky Mount nightclub has its alcohol permit suspended this week after the death of an area man. Authorities Monday said the State Alcoholic Beverage Control Commission suspended those permits of Club Rain on 349 Falls Road, who had held temporary ABC permits since October 2010. Early Saturday morning, a 36-year-old Cornelius Clark allegedly stabbed 33-year-old Jaquan Pittman while inside the club. Pittman later died at Pitt Memorial Hospital, and now Clark faces first-degree murder charges. According to John Williams, chairman of the ABC Commission, the stabbing death this weekend and the history of violence, disorderly criminal activity at this business raised serious concerns that continued acts of violence were likely if the temporary permits were not suspended immediately. An agent with the North Carolina Division of Alcohol Law Enforcement reported to the ABC Commission that Club Rain employees were cleaning up before law enforcement arrived to investigate the stabbing in an effort to conceal physical evidence of the crime. ALE reported that a Rocky Mount police officer was also injured while responding to a previous call for service at the club. The incident comes as a final straw to several complaints of fighting and other disorderly conduct on the club's premises. As of now, the club's owners have 60 days to appeal the permit suspension to the Office of Administrative Hearings. In other news, the latest plan to redraw district lines in Nash County reached a consensus among committee members and is now up to county commissioners to make a final okay. Monday, 2 of 3 redistricting committee members met with Raleigh lawyer Adam Mitchell of Tharrington Smith Law Firm to finalize their weeks of deciding how to redistrict the county while keeping districts both fair to minority voting power and keeping 2 incumbents out of the same district. The move comes as the latest data from the 2010 U.S. Census shows an increased population in Nash County by over 8,400 more people. In prior meetings, 2 plans of redistricting were discussed between committee members Randy Stewart, Bill Buchanan, and Gwen Wilkins, along with Mitchell. Since then, committee members have worked with Mitchell via telephone to come up with yet another alternative, one that is slightly different than the second plan discussed at prior meetings. It's being referred to as Alternative 2A. Monday, we spoke to Chairman of the committee, Randy Stewart, about this adjustment.
There were a couple of issues that arose, I think, after we saw the alternative 2, as it was labeled, that had to do with us wanting to try to create a larger minority population in District 1, I believe it was. We had already exceeded the minimums, but because that number had gone down from the redistricting of 2001, we felt like there might be a need to increase that slightly, which we were able to do. The other thing was that we ended up with concentrations of population in districts 3, 4, and 5 that were above the tolerance. And when we noted that those had been the fastest growing districts during the last decade, we realized that they would be more inclined to come out of tolerance over the next 10 years. And so I felt like if there was anything, and the committee felt if there was anything we could do to reduce the overall population in those areas, that it might be worthwhile to look at doing so. And I think our consultants did an excellent job of achieving that for us.
And as this has been a tedious process for attorney Adam Mitchell, we also asked how he comes up with such plans of redrawing district lines.
I mean, there's really no magic formula for getting through the redistricting process. There's a lot of trial and error. We're looking sort of census block by census block, but I think we had a good starting place, and I got really clear guidelines and directives from the committee. And so to get from where we were last time to this time was not particularly challenging. It just involved looking at what they said and looking at the maps and making a few changes around the margin. So the committee really made the job a lot easier.
Mitchell later introduced Alternative 2A to Nash commissioners during Monday's Board of Commissioners meeting. As they review the plan, they will also schedule a public meeting for citizens to both look at and discuss the new district lines. Mitchell says that one of the goals of Alternative 2A is keeping municipalities within one district. However, Nashville and Rocky Mount has to be split up to keep it fair under voting rights. And although many question why a lawyer was hired and a committee was designated to help with the redistricting process, Mitchell praised the unique idea.
Mr. Buchanan is here.
Some jurisdictions use consultants, others do it internally. There are all sorts of ways to do it. As Mr. Stewart said, you all are fairly unique, at least in my experience, in appointing a citizens committee. And I think that process makes a lot of sense and has worked quite well.
Many people also question the 2-to-1 representation on the committee board, where 2 Democrats and 1 Republican brainstormed with Mitchell. Later on in the meeting, Republican Commissioner Robbie Davis commended the committee despite the unbalance of political representation, with no objection from others on the board. We'll be keeping you up to date on the next steps of redistricting for the county. When we return, more on the state budget and what's the next step for the governor. This and more right after these words.
It's back for a limited time. Every Buick and GMC is now being offered at GM employee price to the general public. Plus, you can now get 0% financing for up to 72 months too. Where? Only at Davenport Buick GMC in Rocky Mount. But that's not all. At Davenport, you'll also get something that GM employees don't even get. A lifetime warranty. GM employee price, 0% financing, and a lifetime warranty. See if anybody beats that deal. But hurry, this offer is for a limited time, and it's only available at Davenport Buick GMC in Rocky Mount.
We're your news team, bringing it home to you with meteorologist Fred Holdsworth, anchor Marie Torres, sports reporter Edward Green, and Matt Havitt, our studio guy. WHIG TV Newsbreak, your voice in the community.
The Country Inn & Suites is your home away from home, with a staff that always treats you as family. If you or your church or company has visitors, give them a great Rocky Mount welcome with a special discount on their overnight or extended stay. Not only is the Country Inn & Suites a comfortable place, we'll spoil them with fresh cookies and complimentary breakfast. We are filled with luxuries like an indoor pool, fitness center, and a guest laundry. The Business Center includes a boardroom, connection to high-speed internet, and catering for meetings is always available. Call me, Donna Chavis, at 252-442-0500 for a tour and or to set up your corporate rate. You're always welcome as family in the country Inn and Suites, rocking out.
Welcome back to WHIG TV Newsbreak. I'm Marie Torres. The cards are on the table, but it may not be over yet with the decision on what the state budget will look like. Late Saturday morning, state lawmakers sent a $19.7 billion budget to Governor Beverly Perdue and await her next step. In recent days, Perdue has criticized the cuts to education and other programs in the Republican written bill. At this point, the three options the governor has is to sign the bill, veto the bill, or do nothing. Perdue now has 8 days left to take action. If no action is taken after the deadline, the bill would become law. In addition, the final spending plan cleared both chambers, so there are enough votes to override a potential veto from Perdue. In other news, if you don't have tickets already, there's still time to be a part of one of the biggest country concerts the area has ever seen. We recently met up with Elizabeth Branham, president of Rapids Jam, at the newly named Festival Park at Carolina Crossroads to hear the latest on the upcoming extravaganza called Rapids Jam 2011.
So excited about Rapids Jam. It's, the summer's best entertainment value. You're getting 3 full days of entertainment, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Where can you go and get the likes of Willie Nelson, Darius Rucker, Sugarland, Lady Antebellum, Colt Ford, Jamie Johnson, Craig Morgan, and many, many more, all in one weekend.
Yes. All right, tell us, you said it was a 3-day event. What's the atmosphere going to be like? It's going to be a wonderful, fun-filled festival-style atmosphere. It'll start early in the day and it'll carry on through the evening. And at the property, which we now refer to as the Festival Park at Carolina Crossroads, but in previous years, people have seen one-day shows. This is going to be where we open the area up for people to come in from all over the country and, camp out with us and stay for 3 days, for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So you'll see tons of food vendors, and vendors will be in from all over the country, so we're really thrilled. All right, how have ticket sales been? Ticket sales have been phenomenal. Obviously every time there is an award ceremony or something, and we're so proud that a lot of our artists have done very well. Lady Antebellum's showed well in all of the award shows leading into the first part of the year, as has Darius, as has Sugarland. So when we have an award show, ticket sales always spike and they always increase. And I think during the month of May, everybody's busy making those last-minute plans, and it has been an education process, a 3-day event. It's a whole lot for people to grasp at one time, but we are thrilled with ticket sales, and they continue to grow every day. And speaking of the ticket sales, you have some really great prices for those tickets as well. We do. For right around $100, you can come, and if you shake it out between all the artists we have, you're averaging paying about $5 an artist for all weekend. So you can get a general admission ticket for $5 an artist. So we've tried to make it very affordable, for people to come and bring their families. How do you think that having a concert event of this size is going to help our economy here in this area? The concert that a lot of times you hear models of is Manhattan, Kansas, which is a festival site that's been in existence. It's now in its 16th year. That is very much modeled after what we're doing here at Rapids Jam. Their economic impact is $17 million, on the front and back side and during the time of that festival each year. So that's huge and significant. Our hotels are very excited because they're sold out, and it's spilling over into all of the other surrounding communities as well. All right. And also, if you could kind of tell people where they can get more information. Is it too late to buy tickets? No, it's not too late to buy tickets because, as you can see, the property accommodates quite a large crowd.
We do still have some camping sites that are still available, which are the primitive campsites. All of our powered campsites are sold out, and we do have a few platinum seats available, but they can go to www.rapidsjam.com and have all of their questions answered, or we are in the box office and you can get a live person. I always love a live person. From Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and that is 252-536-0275.
Branham also told us they've created a new opportunity for those who couldn't afford to go to the concert through a poster campaign. By this, individuals helped put up 100 posters each with their local business communities and earn tickets for themselves and their families. Scheduled to be there are not only people from our area, but fun-goers as far as Ireland and Florida. Businesses in the area who want to be a part of the festivities and help reach the flood of folks to come can call Rapids Jam at 252-536-0275. And as we reach summer temps, Kim Weaver with Rocky Mounts Public Works continues to show you free tools to help you save on your energy bill. Take a look.
Tells you what the temperature of your water heater is. Another easy way to save on your electric or your gas bill is to reduce the temperature of your water heater. They normally come set from the manufacturer around 140 degrees, and 120 is plenty. So that can tell you what that's set at. This is a refrigerator thermometer. Just stick it in your refrigerator. It tells you whether it's too cold, not cold enough, or optimal temperature. And this is a thermometer basically. And what you do is you set it right on top of your thermostat. Your thermostat should be reading the same thing that it's measuring in temperature on this thermometer. If it's not, you could have a problem with your thermostat. It may not be registering correctly, and that could definitely become a problem with your bill. If it's really colder than you think the temperature set, it could make your bill higher. So this is just a few things that are in this kit. And like I said, every customer that does a home energy audit gets one of these kits along with their free audit. And so we encourage everyone to get one of those. They can call our customer service office at 972-1250 to get that audit scheduled. We have people on staff that are able to do that, so there's not a long wait like we've had that problem in the past.
All right. And how do people, if they want to go online and get more information about how to conserve?
Our website is utilities.rockymountnc.gov. A lot of energy saving tips on there. This is a neat little book that we have that we love to give out. It's my favorite thing we have. We have it in English and Spanish. Just an excellent resource of energy saving tips. This is also in a PDF format on our website. And on our website we also have something that's called Energy Depot, which is an online energy tool where the customer can do their own home energy audit. And it gives them a report and it indicates to them where they're spending their energy dollars.
We thank Kim for those great tools and advice. After the break, it's a look at weather. Don't go anywhere.
Home Trends in Rocky Mount is moving to an all-new location. Now, all inventory must be sold in a giant $1 million moving liquidation. It's all being sacrificed regardless of cost or loss because selling furniture is better than moving furniture. Don't miss the giant $1 million moving liquidation at Home Trends.
It's back for a limited time. Every Buick in GMC is now being offered at GM employee price to the general public. Plus, you can now get 0% financing for up to 72 months too. Where? Only at Davenport Buick GMC in Rocky Mount. But that's not all. At Davenport, you'll also get something that GM employees don't even get. A lifetime warranty. GM employee price, 0% financing, and a lifetime warranty. See if anybody beats that deal. But hurry, this offer is for a limited time, and it's only available at Davenport Buick GMC in Rocky Mount.
Home Trends in Rocky Mount is moving to an all-new location. Now, all inventory must be sold in a giant $1 million moving liquidation. It's all being sacrificed regardless of cost or loss because selling furniture is better than moving furniture. Don't miss the giant $1 million moving liquidation at Home Trends.
The Country Inn & Suites is your home away from home with a staff that always treats you as family. If you or your church or company has visitors, give them a great Rocky Mount welcome with a special discount on their overnight or extended stay. Not only is the Country Inn & Suites a comfortable place, we'll spoil them with fresh cookies and complimentary breakfast. We are filled with luxuries like an indoor pool, fitness center, and a guest laundry. The Business Center includes a boardroom, connection to high-speed internet, and catering for meetings is always available. Call me, Donna Chavis, at 252-442-0500 for a tour and or to set up your corporate rate. You're always welcome as family in the Country Inn & Suites, Rocky Mount.
Before looking at our forecast, Thursday, the City of Rocky Mount will hold another town hall meeting. The June 9th meeting will be held at the Rocky Mount Judicial Center on 305 Cokie Road. This meeting is the fourth of a series of town hall meetings being held throughout the city. Councilman Lamont Wiggins is coordinating this one. Guest speakers include the Honorable Robert Evans, Nash County Sheriff Dick Jenkins, Edgecombe County Sheriff James Knight, Chief of Rocky Mount Police John Manley, and Captain Keith Stone of the North Carolina Highway Patrol, just to name a few. All are invited to attend and are welcome to attend. No RSVP or registration is needed. Now for a look at the days ahead and weather is WHIG TV meteorologist Fred Holdsworth.
Time to take another look at our hot forecast, and it does look like it's going to be a hot one for the rest of this week. As we go through the week, those temperatures are going to increase. And the reason for that is an upper level ridge that is going to be moving eastward into our area, and the high pressure system, which will move over that, will tend to suppress any kind of convection or lifting that is going on that would be needed to give us a shower or a thunder shower. Now that doesn't mean that sometimes this heat can overcome that, but it's a rare event and we could only say maybe an isolated shower. Our best chance of rain looks like now it's going to be probably around Sunday. So we'll just have to wait and see how that pans out. That's a pretty good way down the road right now, but we'll see how that pans out. Let's take a look at our forecast map and see what's going on. First of all, two areas of severe weather possibilities. One up here in the northeast over Pennsylvania and southern New York, and even a portion of Ohio right in here. This is where we think there could be a possibility of some severe storms in this area. And a second area will be along this warm front that's pushing northward into the Canadian area over Minnesota, northern Wisconsin, and northern North Dakota. So people in these areas need to be on the lookout today for possible severe weather. High pressure down over Kentucky is going to give us a pretty good day and keep that rain and all to the north of us. The rain and thunderstorms will be to our north today. And then high pressure over the Gulf of Mexico, keeping things quiet in that region. We wouldn't see any tropical development with that big blue H sitting over the Gulf of Mexico. Now this low pressure, which is formed along a cold front right here, this can set off some showers and thunderstorms along the Gulf coastal states from southwest Georgia, the Florida Panhandle, westward to Texas. Going farther to the north, we see rain will be possible over portions of extreme northern Montana and into Canada, and some showers and thunderstorms also over the Rocky Mountain region. And right there, The reason you have thunderstorms in that area is the air is being lifted up the mountainside and cooled and turns into thunderstorm activity. Well, let's take a look now at our forecast and see what we can expect for the rest of the week. Starting off with today, sunny with a high of 92, southwest wind at 5 miles per hour. Clear tonight with a low of 67 and a south wind at 6. Wednesday, sunny with a high of 95, southwest wind at 7. Wednesday night, clear with a low of 69 and a south wind at 5. Thursday, sunny with a high of 95, southwest wind at 10. Thursday night, partly cloudy with a low of 70. Friday, sunny with a high of 94. Friday night, partly cloudy with a low of 70. And as we go into the weekend, Saturday will be sunny with a high of 93 and cloudy on Saturday night with a low of 70. Our high temperature yesterday, 89 degrees. Our low this morning was 63. And that's a look at your Rocky Mount weather right up to the minute.
Thank you, Fred. That's going to do it for us here today on NewsBreak. Join us Thursday for more news that's impacting our community. For WHIG TV, I'm Marie Torres. We'll see you next time.